From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams. From SoFi Stadium. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
First play from scrimmage, Stafford swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 yards to go, second down. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the Rams at 12 and 4 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw. Stafford working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. You talk about this Lions defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a 3rd and 6. Stafford. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run left with Pollard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pass complete there to Nacua. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stafford looks to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Well, remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sione Takitaki tracks him down away in the backfield for a loss of 16. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 3rd down gain of 19. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll run for the first time with his speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 38.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That one let go deep for Laporta. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, you look at these 2 teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. A give right side for Gibbs.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Looking to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Montgomery back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
the gun now on third down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
This will be a 34-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph.
And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Third and 8.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as he'll give to Pollard. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Pollard again. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit, because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing is Stafford. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Quez Watkins, 51 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. 2nd and 3. He's got it complete to Gibbs. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. Open man right side is St. Brown.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle.
York able to send this one through.
And that will finish off this third quarter of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run.
He's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second and 1.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
Fights him off. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Stafford.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Stafford.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that's going to tie us at 13.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting 1st downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
In motion right, that's Williams. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now Montgomery running right. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll set up a throw.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll drop to throw. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing, but in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least make it a 5-point cushion. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll be looking to correct course here. They had the safety turned in against them last time they had the ball. That was followed by the field goal. So they'll operate from behind now as they start 1st and 10.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stafford.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Back to throw here.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's 3rd and 6.
They're going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. Try to find Kupp, but it's intercepted.
Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu.
It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
York now for the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Stafford going up top for Kupp.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. This is 1st and 10.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Gonna run again here with Pollard. Oh, he shifts past him.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here comes 2nd down. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
Well, this defense needing a stop here. Got to have it. 3rd and 9.
Throwing is Stafford.
Complete. Pollard.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They snap it to Stafford.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now Stafford.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Gonzalez good on the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.